Hello, my name's Camille. I'm a data science student at UMBC, and I'm going to give you a quick demo of my master's capstone project. So I've been involved in work around police accountability for a long time, and I'm interested in the technology police departments use that has very little public transparency or oversight. There are a lot of intersections I pass often here in Baltimore that are covered in surveillance cameras, but not a lot of information on how those cameras were chosen, who controls them, how footage is used, or who owns the data they capture. So for my capstone, I wanted to see how data science could be used to help document the landscape of surveillance here in Baltimore and elsewhere. I took inspiration from two papers linked in the video notes that used object detection models on street level imagery to identify surveillance cameras, then map the locations. I wanted to update some of the imagery and build upon their work. So I assembled several data sets with surveillance cameras labeled. This sort of labeled data was actually pretty hard to find, since most street-level data sets are geared toward applications like self-driving cars and not documenting infrastructure. After a lot of trial and error, I had several object detection models trained that performed fairly well at identifying surveillance cameras and street imagery. I then built an app where a user can search for location, adjust a few parameters for rotation and tilt, and then after a few seconds get an image from Google Street View and the results of two different models predicting where cameras are. As you can see, one of the models is faster but a little less accurate, while the other model takes a little bit longer to run but tends to catch more of the cameras. Because these sorts of images are tied to the locations where they were taken, the next step would be using these models to make predictions on images across the city and then mapping those. I see this as being useful in doing spatial analysis to see what are the patterns in surveillance. It could also be used to add information to databases like OpenStreetMap. There's still plenty of room for improving these models, but I think it's a good start. I hope you enjoyed watching.